Oh man, so Phantom is down about 1.8% and Bitcoin is down 2.5%, leading the charge down. What is going on? More importantly, are we seeing the bearish scenario playing out on Phantom, which I made you guys aware of in my last few videos? A lot of people were laughing at me. They were spitting in my faces, as Crypto would say. We had a lot of silly comments around, oh, you know, Phantom's not going down, it's going to the moon. And I've always promised you guys, I'll bring you honesty, I'll bring you transparency, I'll tell you what I'm seeing in the charts. And when we can tie those up with what's happening fundamentally, then we know what is going on in the market. And right now, there'll be so many crypto YouTubers out there right now saying, oh, Bitcoin's gone down, Bitcoin's going down, what's happening? Well, they don't know the context of what's happening. We've just had a disappointing jobs figure in the US. That has ramifications for the economy, the plan around tapering, the plan around inflation, and therefore affects cryptocurrencies. Now, the videos which you're watching, if they don't understand these kind of things, you need to really start thinking about what content and what research are you doing before buying your cryptos. Because there's so many channels out there, which I'm not going to name, that are just pumping their channels, right? Pumping leverage trading to say, buy this coin, right? They're not giving you any context behind it. They're not giving you any of the fundamentals. And they're the channels you're enjoying because they're promoting your belief. It's a bias, right? If I believe in a coin, if I believe in Phantom or ADA or any other thing, and I'm going to keep watching videos about that, right? Because it's going to give me that positivity bias. But you need to go find all the evidences to the upside and to the downside. Very important, guys. Please do that. But before that, if you appreciate these type of content, guys, I'm here on the conference, getting it ready, back in a hotel room again. We've got a 1,000-person conference here over the weekend, so loads of planning to do. Just trying to give you a quick update before I have to run back off. So the next few days are going to be crazy. I'll try to still commit to a video a day, but if I don't manage it, please forgive me, and I'll try to keep them short and sweet, straight to the point. So here on Bitcoin, you can see we had this inverse head and shoulders playing out, right? We were looking for something like this. Now, maybe this dip could be part of that, right? Of us forming this right shoulder, but we really need to rotate soon on Bitcoin, okay? You can see the left shoulder pretty much wanted you to rotate there at about 55.5. Okay, we're currently sitting at 55 with these wicks. You can see here on the hourly candles, this is when the jobs report came out. Whoops, let me bring that down. So you can see here, this is when the jobs report came down and you straight away had this tank down to the downside. I don't suspect it's going to last. Hopefully the markets will start to understand and we can start seeing a rebound and picking up, which could very interestingly mean that could help us see our scenario of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. So I do want to keep an eye on this. If we can start picking up some support now, let me just undo that and that. Good. Now, if we can see a bit of a U-turn here, let me go over to the 4-hourly candle and make it a bit more obvious for you guys on Bitcoin. There we go. So let's zoom in there. So what we want to look at is this. If we can get this, that's our head. We can bend over now to get our right shoulder there, right? That's going to help us create this pattern and we can then head to the upside. Really important still, just like I've said for many days now, until Bitcoin heads above the 60,000 mark, we are not out of the woods and I can still see further downwards targets. Like I said, I use this line here. You can still see we are in a downtrend. There's no ifs or buts about it. We are in a downtrend to the downside here, as you can see evidently there. If I bring out the EMA ribbon, you can see here, majority of the time we're below our EMA ribbon. We particularly flip below our EMA ribbon now on the 4-hourly, suggesting a trend to the downside. If I head over into the daily very quickly, again, with the EMA ribbon, you can see our daily candles are below the EMA ribbon here, which suggests we have a bearish trend. We're trending downwards. Therefore, we have to look at downward price targets to understand when we can start rotating back to the upside. Now, what does this mean for Phantom? Because you've tuned in for Phantom. And guys, if you appreciate these videos, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to support this channel a little bit more, hit the join button. You'll get access to our community channel where you can ask me questions one-on-one on your favorite cryptos. So consider doing that. But let's head straight into Phantom. What we can see on Phantom is the situation that is played out as I have just suggested. So you can see my drawings from the last video here. You can see that we were forming what I was scared of, which was this big head and shoulders pattern. And again, I got a lot of stick for it, but you can see what is playing out. Let me just delete this so it's nice and clear. You can see what is playing out. What you can see it exactly here. So that's your left shoulder. Now look at this right shoulder. If we now get to this neckline, which I've drawn here at about $1.94, and I made that target very clear in yesterday's video. That's our next important level. If we cannot pick up support at 194, we break to the downside below 194, you can then see just the technical target, guys. It doesn't mean, again, I saw some comments saying, oh, I think Phantom's going to 96. No, the technical target gets you to about $1, okay, on this head and shoulders pattern. Just want to make you guys aware. So let's not cry. Let's not say, oh, I'm saying Phantom's going to $1. No, I'm seeing a head and shoulders pattern play out. Okay, I'm seeing us head towards the neckline. Hopefully we can pick up support on neckline or even sooner, right? And head up to the upside. But if not, and we lose that neckline on the head and shoulders pattern, you have to be aware of the targets to the downside. Okay, now let's zoom out for some context here. What are we seeing here on the daily chart? Now, what we're seeing on the daily chart is a healthy retracement on Phantom, okay? You can see here, we still managed, our lowest here on this retracement was all the way down here at $1.76, okay? So we've not even tested that low just there yet on this. This head and shoulders pattern could start to now test us. If we don't bounce at 194, you're going to want to look for a bounce at $1.79. If we lose that level, then your next level of support comes in at 165, okay? So it's a long way away from us getting to the head and shoulder target to the downside of $1. But I have to show you that anyway, right? Now, if I bring out the VPVR, you can see massive amount of support comes in for Phantom in these areas here. Okay, so specifically, if I was to give you those numbers, you can see the support for Phantom really starts kicking in at 139 all the way down to, if my cursor behaves, there you go, $1.13. So that's where you're going to get a bunch of support in. Now, the other thing which gets you a bit worried is the reason you've got such low volume here is because Phantom ran up so quickly. And I've always said this, for any of your favorite coins, always be worried when coins run up really quickly. Okay, very healthy to get retracements, retests of your EMA. If you watch my videos for any prolonged period of time, you guys will know I talk about this a lot. It's really important, really healthy to come and get those retracements on the EMA ribbon to then go back up. It shows that you're creating a floor for the price, because what goes up quickly can retrace a hell of a lot. And that's kind of what we're seeing here on Phantom. We had such a tear. I mean, just let's go back here on Phantom. If you were in Phantom on the 21st of July, guys, that is less than 6 months ago, you were buying Phantom at 16 cents. So it's been on an absolute tear. You've hit highs at $3.50 plus. So this is, you know, for people who've been holding this for anything longer than a couple of months, this is but a blip. But for those who've held it for longer, maybe a little bit more worried. So there's your update on Phantom. Hope you guys found that useful. If you like this type of video, then don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoy this video so I know I get some feedback on what types of videos you're enjoying. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.